The evolution of governance, balancing meritocracy and bureaucracy. The evolution of governance, balancing meritocracy and bureaucracy to prevent civilizational regression. Throughout human history, political systems have evolved in response to changing social, economic, and cultural needs. From the rigid structures of autocracy to the competitive dynamism of meritocracy, the stabilizing mechanisms of bureaucracy, and the participatory nature of democracy, this progression reflects humanity's collective emotional and socio-cultural development. Each stage of governance brought with it unique strengths and weaknesses, and each responded to the complexities of its time. However, the current political movement in the United States to reduce bureaucracy in favor of promoting meritocracy raises concerns of a potential regression that prioritizes efficiency over fairness and societal harmony. This essay argues that while meritocracy offers important benefits, overemphasizing it at the expense of bureaucratic stability could undermine the long-term trajectory of democratic evolution and weaken the foundations of modern civilization. The developmental stages of governance in human civilization. Historically, political systems have followed a developmental sequence corresponding to stages of socio-cultural maturation. Stage 1, autocracy, authoritarian dependent collectivism. In the early stages of civilization, autocracy emerged as a form of governance rooted in the need for security and protection. Societies in this stage prioritized survival, cohesion, and order. Leaders, often perceived as parental or divine figures, exerted absolute authority. This system fostered loyalty and in-group solidarity but also promoted rigidity, corruption, and suppression of individual freedoms. Classic examples include monarchies and imperial regimes, where power was inherited rather than earned through merit or capability. Stage 2, meritocracy or plutocracy, competitive narcissistic collectivism. As societies became more complex, meritocratic systems evolved, rewarding individuals based on their talents, achievements, and contributions. This stage aligned with the rise of industrialization and capitalism, where competition and innovation were highly valued. Meritocracy, in its purest form, aims to allocate resources and opportunities efficiently, enabling the most capable individuals to lead. However, in practice, it often gave rise to plutocracy, where wealth and social connections determined status and power. The downside of this stage is its potential to widen socioeconomic gaps and exacerbate inequality, fostering an environment where the elite dominate, often at the expense of social cohesion. Consider the story of Maria, a first-generation college student from a low-income Latino family in California. Despite excelling academically, Maria struggled to gain internships and job opportunities because she lacked access to the professional networks that many of her wealthier classmates took for granted. Maria's story reflects how meritocracy, without addressing underlying inequalities, can leave even the most talented individuals behind. As Maria put it, "I worked harder than anyone I knew, but every internship rejection felt like a reminder that hard work alone isn't always enough when you don't have the right connections." Stage 3, bureaucracy, cooperative controlling collectivism. Bureaucracy emerged as a response to the excesses of meritocracy and plutocracy, focusing on fairness, stability, and the equal application of rules. Bureaucratic systems ensure consistency in governance, promoting legal fairness and reducing corruption through formal procedures. As modern nation-states developed, bureaucracies became essential to managing increasingly complex societies. However, their rigidity often slowed decision-making and stifled innovation, creating inefficiencies and fostering perceptions of government overreach. Imagine a nation in the grip of a public health crisis. Hospitals overflow with patients, but a sudden wave of government layoffs has left critical positions vacant. Epidemiologists, public health experts, and response coordinators are gone. As the bureaucratic safety net collapses, resources are misallocated, patients wait hours for care, and preventable deaths rise. This isn't fiction, it's a reality in countries where bureaucracy was gutted in favor of efficiency. Stage 4, democracy, libertarian independent individualism. Democracy represents the most advanced stage of political development, emphasizing individual freedom, equal rights, and participatory governance. In this system, power is distributed through institutions that reflect the will of the people. Democracies integrate the efficiency of meritocracy with the fairness and stability of bureaucracy, allowing for both competition and cooperation. For example, in countries like Japan, where a highly efficient meritocratic education system operates alongside strong bureaucratic structures, ensuring fairness in public administration. Japan consistently ranks in the top 10 of the Global Innovation Index, reflecting its balance between innovation and regulatory oversight. Similarly, Singapore has successfully combined meritocratic governance with bureaucratic efficiency, fostering rapid economic growth while maintaining social stability. As of 2023, Singapore ranks among the top 3 countries globally on the Global Innovation Index and boasts one of the highest ease of doing business scores, reflecting its streamlined yet fair regulatory framework. However, democracies are also vulnerable to polarization, populism, and inequality, especially when they fail to balance efficiency with social equity.
The current political movement, or risk of regression? In recent years, political movements led by figures such as former President Donald Trump and influential business leaders like Elon Musk have sought to reduce bureaucracy in favor of promoting meritocracy in the United States. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, initiative reflects this push for streamlined governance and efficiency. While these reforms aim to eliminate waste and reward talent, they also risk undermining critical democratic institutions that rely on bureaucratic processes to ensure fairness, stability, and due process. For instance, operational disruptions, mass layoffs of federal employees, including those in vital roles like national security, have destabilized essential functions, forcing rehires to correct oversights. Legal ambiguities, executive orders limiting diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, initiatives have raised questions about the legal and ethical ramifications of reducing bureaucratic oversight. Undermining public trust, confusion, and low morale among government workers highlight the unintended consequences of rapidly dismantling established bureaucratic frameworks. When the federal government began scaling back DEI initiatives, employees like Jamal, a black engineer at a government-funded research institution, found themselves at risk. Jamal had benefited from mentorship programs that were part of the DEI framework, programs that had given him a voice in spaces where minority representation was scarce. Without these initiatives, Jamal and others like him faced renewed isolation, with fewer opportunities for professional growth and recognition. Jamal reflected, "Without mentorship, I felt like I was back to square one, trying to navigate a system that wasn't built for someone like me." Engaging with counterarguments, a balanced perspective. Critics argue that bureaucracy stifles innovation and rewards mediocrity, while meritocracy ensures that the most capable individuals rise to the top. These views, while valid in some contexts, fail to acknowledge the broader consequences of overemphasizing one system over another. Meritocracy ensures excellence, though it rewards talent. Meritocracy can deepen inequality by favoring those with systemic advantages. The 2019 U.S. college admissions scandal revealed how wealthy families manipulated merit-based systems, undermining the fairness that meritocracy claims to uphold. Bureaucracy stifles innovation. Excessive bureaucracy can hinder progress, but reducing oversight entirely can lead to recklessness, as seen in the 2008 financial crisis. Financial deregulation based on trust in the merit of industry leaders allowed systemic risks to flourish unchecked. Efficiency versus fairness. While cutting bureaucracy might enhance short-term efficiency, it can destabilize essential systems, leaving critical sectors vulnerable. Reforms must find a balance between innovation and maintaining the fairness that ensures stability. Preventing backward regression, a call for balance. The evolution of governance demonstrates that no system exists in isolation or perfection. Each stage carries forward lessons from its predecessors. In emerging economies like Rwanda, bureaucratic reforms have played a significant role in stabilizing post-conflict governance. The country's Vision 2020 development strategy has emphasized transparent governance and technological innovation, leading Rwanda to be ranked among the top African countries for ease of doing business by the World Bank. Autocracy provided order, meritocracy fostered innovation, bureaucracy ensured fairness, and democracy integrated these values into a participatory framework. What does it say about a society when the most talented individuals are left behind simply because they weren't born into privilege? Is it truly fair to reward merit alone without considering the starting point of each individual's journey? A system that prioritizes merit without empathy risks becoming a cold machine, blind to the humanity it was meant to serve. Reforms must integrate efficiency with fairness, streamline bureaucratic systems while preserving essential safeguards for fairness. This can be achieved by introducing digital platforms to reduce red tape while ensuring all citizens have equal access to government services. Foster innovation within stability, encourage entrepreneurial initiatives while maintaining equitable oversight. Governments could establish innovation grants for underrepresented groups, ensuring fair opportunities for marginalized communities to contribute to technological and economic growth. Preserve democratic participation, protect minority voices, and ensure every citizen has equal access to opportunities. This could involve reintroducing and expanding funding for DEI initiatives, creating mentorship programs for marginalized communities, and enforcing transparent public consultation processes before implementing major policy changes. Conclusion: moving forward, not backward. The evolution of governance isn't just a story of systems, it's a story of people. It's about Maria, Jamal, and countless others who work tirelessly for a better future, only to face barriers that meritocracy alone cannot break. It's about the hospitals that need stability, the communities that depend on fairness, and the dream of a society where opportunity isn't dictated by privilege but shared by all. As we decide the future of our political systems, let us not lose sight of the human cost of regression. A truly advanced society doesn't just reward success, it ensures that everyone has a fair chance to succeed.